Dear students of class 8A and 8B, welcome to my history and civics class, history class, and good morning all of you. And the lesson which already I have introduced you, rise of British power in Bengal, in accordance with the need of the same lesson. I would like to analyze certain few points of the same lesson for your better understanding. Advent of the East India Company. You know, in my previous class I taught you about the advent of British East India Company. So many European traders came to India to trade with our country. Out of it, only two European companies remained in India, and they all both them fought against each other in order to establish their political supremacy in Indian subcontinent. That's why the two trading companies, the French East India Company and the British East India Company, they kept on fighting against each other in various ways, in various political field, under various political atmosphere. Both of them fought against each other. Today I am going to discuss about Carnatic Wars. You know, the French East India Company. The French East India Company, you know, had its base in Pondicherry. The present name is Puducherry. And they had some, you know, factories in Pondicherry, Mahe, Yanam and Karaikal. There are three factories in Pondicherry of the French East India Company, Mahe, Yanam and Karaikal. These are the three important factories of the French East India Company in Pondicherry. But the competition between the British and the French, continued because of there was a series of wars took place between the British East India Company and French East India Company. And why the name of the war is Carnatic Wars? Because of the battles were fought in a region within the present day of Tamil Nadu, and some important areas also were there under the control of Carnatic. Karnat means Carnatic War. That's why it is Carnatic War. Whose Nawab was, the Carnatic Nawab was Anwaruddin. That's why this is known as Carnatic Wars. Now the first Carnatic War, you know, my dear students, in the year 1744, the two trading powers, the French East India Company, the two trading powers in India, their relationship was strained because of war between these two powers in Europe. The French and the British, both of them fought against each other in Europe also. And that's why the war had its impact in India as well. So the people of some important rulers of India, they avoided them except the Nawab of Carnatic. The Nawab of Carnatic wanted to avoid it but could not avoid it. Carnatic Nawab was appealed by the British East India Company the time when the French occupied Madras. The French occupied certain places of Madras, and since Madras was within the circle of the Carnatic and Anwaruddin was the Nawab of Carnatic, that's why the British East India Company appealed to Carnatic Nawab Anwaruddin, to protect their area where British control was there, so that the British must recover their former area, recover Madras from the hands of the French soldiers. But the Anwaruddin, on hearing the news, he sent a group of soldiers there in order to defeat the French soldiers, but ultimately the Nawab's army was defeated by the French soldiers, and ultimately the British and the French decided to sign one peace treaty. Ultimately, under the terms of the peace treaty, the British the French was asked to get back the Madras for the British control, since it was under the British. So in the year 1748, with the end of the war in Europe, Anglo-French relationship in India also had become very normal. Naturally, in accordance with the peace treaty or peace settlement, Madras was returned to the British. Madras was returned to the British. So Madras once again came under the control of the British. But thing is that the British, who wanted to cross the influence of the French, during the early age, the time when the French, under the leadership of Dupleix, fought against the British, they proved that they were politically, militarily, were not less incompetent than the British. That means they could fight against the British because of the war in Europe between French and the British proved the political superiority of the French, and that wave also came to India, and hence both the two powers, the French and the British, fought against each other in our country, in India, and ultimately the British did not allow them to rule. The British did not allow them to be their competitor. That's why the British had been trying to cross their power from the very beginning, but it was due to the effort of Dupleix, the military commander of the French East India Company. The British were unable to suppress them. The British were unable to cross the French influence, and ultimately they got themselves prepared for the Second Carnatic War. In the First Carnatic War, the British could not have any priority advantage by which they could take advantages, and due to that reason, the French took advantages, and the British could not achieve much success. Simply, they were given back. They were returned their occupied place, Madras, by the French. But the British, in course of time, decided to prepare themselves for the Second Carnatic War. But the Second Carnatic War also was fought in 1749 over the issue of succession to the thrones of Hyderabad and Carnatic. But before the incident took place, the French headquarters asked Dupleix to take more and more action against the British, and as otherwise, instead of him, another one would be sent to India to chase the British forces. And ultimately, the British East India Company also decided to send one more powerful army, one more group of powerful army, and one more brave military commander, so that they must fight against the French successfully and could achieve success. That's why the process was going on in order to get themselves prepared on their own part, and ultimately the Second Carnatic War was taken place. And what happened to the Second Carnatic War, and what was about the reason the British East India Company could not achieve success, that point I also discussed. But before discussing that point, I have to mention another point that is very important for you, my dear students. The Carnatic War. Why was the Carnatic War taken place, and how many Carnatic wars took place, and what was about the result? You know, there are three Carnatic wars: First Carnatic War, Second Carnatic War, and Third Carnatic War was one by one took place between the French East India Company and the British East India Company. In the First Carnatic War, the British took the First Carnatic War was ended by the year 1748. In the time when the end of war the British both the two powers, the British and French war in Europe also was ended in the year 1748, and the first Carnatic War ultimately ended with an alliance between these two powers, the French and the British, and at the end of the war, the British was returned their place Madras by the French. And Second Carnatic War, in the Second Carnatic War, once again the British and the French fought against each other in the year 1749 over the issue of successions of the thrones of Hyderabad and Carnatic. The two powers supported the rival candidates. In Hyderabad, the French supported Muzaffar Jung and the British backed Nasir Jung in Carnatic. The French supported Muzaffar Jung, while British supported Nasir Jung in Carnatic. One in Hyderabad, the French supported Muzaffar Jung, and in Carnatic, the British supported Nasir Jung. So the French supported Chanda Sahib, while the British wanted to install Muhammad Ali. In the war that followed, the British army defeated the French forces. Ultimately, as I taught you earlier, that after having defeated at the hands of French in the first Carnatic War, with the army of the Nawab of Carnatic, Anwaruddin, the British felt insulted and decided to be well prepared for the Second Carnatic War against the French soldiers, and hence they brought so many warships from England, and ultimately they made them powerful and fully prepared for facing the Second Carnatic War. And they issued whatever they had taken, whatever the French also had taken. Both of them supported the king of supported the names of some leaders of Hyderabad and Carnatic, but ultimately the issue by which the British decided to support the stance of some political leaders, and ultimately the war proved their supremacy, and the British army was able to defeat the French army, the French soldiers in the Second Carnatic War. In the war that followed, the British army defeated the French forces. And then what happened? A peace treaty was again signed. A peace treaty was signed between the British and the French. And Dupleix was recalled in France. As Dupleix was warned by the French East India Company headquarters from Paris, either he would take more aggressive role in fighting against the British, or he will be called back to his own country. But during the Second Carnatic War, when the British was able to defeat the French forces under the leadership of Dupleix, the Dupleix proved him to be failure, and ultimately he was called back by the French headquarters from Paris. And although a peace treaty was signed between the French and the British, but Dupleix proved him to be incompetent military general, and afterwards he had to return back to his own country, France. And the Third Carnatic War, what happened to the British after having defeated the French in the Second Carnatic War? The peace between the two powers was short-lived. Although a peace treaty was signed between the two powers, the French and the British, but it was short-lived. Once again, a war broke out in Europe in 1756. But in India, the British forces defeated the French forces. A peace treaty was signed in 1763 once again. The French were given back their factories in India, but were not allowed to fortify them. The factories could serve only the trade centers and as not colonial outposts. The French influence declined and the British went on to become the masters of India. Ultimately, the British decided that they were more powerful than the French than the French forces in India, and the French forces proved themselves to be inferior to the British forces, and the British proved themselves to be superior to the French forces, and ultimately the Third Carnatic War came to an end, and the French forces once again proved to be incompetent than the British forces, and ultimately they had no control over Indian politics but the British, but only they remained there in order to trade in India but not to take part in any Indian politics. Ultimately, the Third Carnatic War also was ended, but the role of Anwaruddin, because of the role of Anwaruddin, the British failed to achieve success in the First Carnatic War. The role means the Anwaruddin, although complied with the request of the British East India Company and sent a group of soldiers in order to crush the influence of the French soldiers in the First Carnatic War, but still the soldiers of Anwaruddin was defeated by the French soldiers, and in the First Carnatic War the French took priorities and the British was given some concession. Simply the place Madras, which was under British control, was returned back to them by the French, but the British decided to be more powerful, decided to make them more and more powerful, and got themselves fully prepared to face the second and next Carnatic Wars, so that they must prove their political supremacy. But there was, at the same time, the French headquarters, French East India Company headquarters, Paris, also warned Dupleix from being a loser, and Dupleix failed to achieve success during the Second Carnatic War and was called back, and he got back to his own country, England, without having any achievement, any success. He got back empty-handed. But the second one, another one who came to India instead of Dupleix, was unable to achieve success against the British. So in the Second and Third Carnatic War, the British proved their superiority, political superiority, and proved themselves superior to the French forces, and French forces proved them that they were inferior to the British and were allowed to be a part of only trade in India, but not to be a part of Indian politics. Up to this, my dear students, next day the remaining part. Thank you.